So I'm just going to log on to the shares here, to the slides. Welcome to a few new viewers that have come on. So we're going to get started now. And Campbell, and that's what I am. And just a very short, I'm not going to go into a whole big thing about me because I want to get it all about Twitter and give you some great content tonight. So I'm a mentor, marketing strategist expert. I'm the founder of Affecting People's Lives, which is for marketing strategies, putting in place marketing strategies and fulfilling vision. I just gave you the co-founder and publisher of A4 Magazine Curators, and I have over 27 years experience in working in marketing. And I know what you're going to say, I only look 22, but I am actually 44, and my first job was in marketing. It's actually worked out last week. I think actually I'm going to have to start saying over 28 years. I think it's 28 years in a week now. So there we go. And in that time, I've been instrumental in adding over £30 million worth of turnover with the businesses I work with. Although I do prefer working with small business owners now, particularly in building their businesses, rather than the larger business that I've worked in the past. And I've helped hundreds of business owners get to the next level of success. So we're going to go through the whole Periscope thing, but I just want to share with you, if you stay right to the end, I'm going to quickly go through about this, about my new training course, which is how to deliver great content on social media in just 15 minutes a day. So I have a specific strategy so you get lots of great content out of there in only 15 minutes a day. So if you hold on to the end, then I'll share that with you, and there's a special offer just for people that have been watching. They're going to watch this and watch the replay, that won't be on the website, and I'll give you a discount code for that right at the end. So so stay tuned for that. So first of all, and this is very important, I'll get this across to you guys and girls, that Periscope is a great tool for any type of business. If you're sitting there thinking, and you've had to play a bit, and you think, well, I can't use this for my business, you're not thinking outside the box enough. I hate that term, but there you go. But you're not thinking outside the box enough, because it can be used for any type of business. And it's just been about creative, and you can use it then to really drive great content throughout your social media. And the great thing to do, if you're sitting there and you're thinking, oh, this won't work for my type of business, the chances are that everyone in your industry is actually thinking the same thing, or a big percentage of them. So if you do turn their head and say, well, actually, I'm going to make this work for my business and take on these 7 tips that Scott's going to share with us tonight, you'll be ahead of your competition. And actually, it levels the playing field in terms of someone can be going for years and have a lot more experience than you, a lot more client base. But as new people come into the new potential clients come into your industry, then if you're doing Periscope and other things, you're going to be ahead of the game, because this is brand new. And the people that get on board with it quickly, like myself, like Steve Rogers, that hopefully is watching tonight, we've seen already a big impact on that, because there's not many people doing it, and definitely not doing it well. So so that's what you can take from these 7 steps. So if you're thinking that it's not right for my business, absolutely, that's why you should be thinking, I'm going to make it work for my business, because everyone else in your industry will be thinking the same thing. So let's get started then. So the 7 tips. So we're going to get cracking on, and because I wanted to end by 9 maximum, before my kids come running in and start making a noise. So number 1 is short content. So when you're going live on Periscope, and if you've seen the app, if you just go to the screen, you press the red button, then put in your title, and then you're live to the world. What works really well is very short content, and one, because people are looking at their phone obviously on it, and it is generally just you as a selfie of you talking away, because it's difficult to do presentation or slides or anything like that with it. So it's not very compelling that way straight away for the person watching your broadcast. So if you keep the content really short, a maximum of 7 minutes, and actually ideally around that 3 minutes. One thing it does, it means you don't have to come up with loads and loads of content just to do a broadcast. and two, it makes it much more engaging for your viewers to keep on with you until the end. But you don't have to do, if you think you have to do like half an hour, or anything like that, one, you're going to have trouble with people staying engaged with you, but also two, you're going to use all your content. And actually that half an hour, you could, if you did 5 or 6 minutes each, you're going to be a lot more, because you'll be a lot more consistent, you're actually going to get a lot more viewers that way and a lot more interaction and engagement. So don't have to worry about masses of content, just quick, short bursts of content. And if you've seen any of mine with the #Ask Scott C questions, you can see that I just literally, I answer one question and they're about 4 minutes long. Some have been up to 5-6 minutes, but normally around between that 3 and 4 minutes, and then just very short content, very quick, bang, and that's it. And one, it means that because it is short content, that you actually can, it's not such a big pull out of your day to do a video. For me, I do a lot of video marketing, and it's a lot of it's a big time constraint just to do a quick, short 5-minute video, probably about an hour in total, setting up and everything. Whereas this way, it's literally, it is what it is. If it's 3 minutes long, that's how much it takes a day. Just press the red button and go, and then stop when you're finished, and that's it. So keep it quite short. Okay. So the second one, the second tip is make sure you've set it to save to gallery automatically. Now I'm going to come out the slides here and show you that on a still shot, if technology plays fair. It's really important that your title is really specific, because when people are looking at the at all the sort of broadcasts that are going on at the moment, your obviously title will stand out. As you can see, I've got some thumbs up in there just to bring some attention, but it's got to be really specific in that title, and you can use a couple of hashtags. Now don't overdo it on the hashtags. I would say 2 or 3 at the most. So I've got the hashtag #AskScottC because that's part of the branding. I've got the hashtag Periscope, and then the hashtag marketing. So I've got the main ones on there. So don't go over the top on the hashtags. Use about 2, 3 maximum hashtags, Now, what I always do in all of mine now, whether or not I'm actually answering the question, I use the hashtag #AskScottC at the front, because it's a way of branding. If people see that, they're going to know it's me. Okay, so it's a way of being branding that. So, so it's really important that you make your title really specific, and maybe a bit something like these, some little graphics just to make it stand out a little bit. Okay, and I'm going to go back onto the slides here. Send that link out to you guys and girls, so you can watch this as many times as you want, and start putting it into action. So number 4 is tell people what you want them to do, and this is so you can get more viewers. So this is a really neat trick about Periscope I really like, is when you start your Periscope, you want to kind of welcome people. You know, it's a show, so you want to just welcome people to your show. You'll see people, it'll come up with a little tag saying people who have joined and stuff like that, and people will make some comments on it, and just acknowledge them. If you get any silly ones, especially for women doing podcasts, get any silly ones where someone, you know, makes a silly comment or a sexist comment, something like that, or then you can block that user. So you can just click on them actually and then just block it. So just so it's fine, but just ignore them. Don't obviously get into any rows and all that. If someone makes any comments up there that you kind of disagreeing with what you say, just ignore it, because it soon goes off the screen anyway. But excuse me, but tell people what you want them to do. So when you start your show, you're going to give them a bit, well, this is what we're going to talk about. We're going to just cover this, this and this. But if you tell them that to get more viewers, that if they're on an Apple phone, an iPhone, if they just swipe the screen from right to left or left to right, it will come up with a thing saying share broadcast or invite other people to watch the broadcast. So you tell people that swipe, if you're on an iPhone, swipe the screen and share this broadcast. It puts a link out on their Twitter feeds. Also, and then but that's at iPhone, so it's different from Android. If they're on Android, they need to swipe up. So when you start your show, tell people what you want to do to get more views. So you say, hi, welcome. In a minute, we're going to talk about this, this, and this. We're going to answer a question from one of my marketing. If you're on an iPhone, then please swipe from left to right or right to left and share the broadcast. If you're on an Android, then swipe up and share the broadcast or invite others to play it. If you can do that, please, that will be great. And so just because by telling them, so many people do that, and what it does is it really boosts how many people you get that come to your broadcast, and you see the numbers going up. And when you go back afterwards, you think, you'll be watching your broadcast and you'll see, just say join, you think, oh, I've only had about 3 or 4 people watching this, and then look at stats and all of a sudden you've got like 50 people watching it, and it's awesome. So to tell people exactly what you want to do, when they do that, when they either swipe each way and share the broadcast, it will actually come up on the screen on your screen in front of you that blah 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 has shared this or invited others, and then just thank them for doing that as well. So that's really nice. And then but that's really important, to just tell people what you want them to do, just so and then you'll get a lot more viewers to your podcast that way. It's almost like good housekeeping. If someone, come to one of your workshops, for instance, or so, you would say, right, this is where the toilets are, this is where the, but so it's just almost like your housekeeping. You want to do it at the start of every broadcast, just to say swipe left or right on the iPhone and please share the broadcast, and swipe up on your Android and please share the broadcast as well. That'd be great. Thank you. So that's really good for improving your viewers. Right, number 5 is engage during your broadcast. Don't just talk at your viewers. And what I mean by that, so if you look at the podcast, you might notice that you can have little hearts that are coming up, loads of hearts. So that's people that press the screen while you're talking to say they like what you're saying. So if you see hearts coming up on your broadcast, then you say, oh, thank you. You don't know who's done it, but you say thank you for the hearts. Whoever's going. So you can stop in your sort of flow and say thank you for the hearts. If you see you've got the comments and people making comments and people saying hi, then say hi back to people. Just engage with people as if you're talking, as if they've just tuned into your live show. And that's really, really important because it makes people feel welcome about being there. They it's like getting a shout out, and it's quite cool, So you'll be there watching a podcast, broadcast. I'm saying podcast. Watching a broadcast, and the person saying they will go, "Oh, hi Scott, thanks for joining," and it just makes you feel good. So just engage during the broadcast itself. You don't have to be talking at the screen and then just stop, because people are coming onto the Periscopes because they want to see people, real. It's like, for me, the big thing about Periscope, it's like a behind the scenes, and that's great for any business. It's almost like behind the scenes, because you don't have to have all glamorous cameras or anything like that. So it's like a real behind the scenes view. So you've got to treat it as if you're talking to them people, who are in a room with you, and just acknowledge them and engage them. And it does really, really wonders. What happens is people start enjoying your broadcast and they come back. So what I've noticed a lot with my broadcast is the same people all the time coming back to watch it. It's about a group of about 30 people that just come to every one now, and that's pretty cool. So if they see us sort of like a notification saying that I've got a Periscope running live, they go on it and click on it because they know I'm going to engage with them. So that's really key. That is. People to somewhere where they can go and then connect with you. Don't just leave it high and dry. Just say, right, okay, this is what I want you to do now. So if you think of the sort of structure of any broadcast, the start should be welcoming people. One thing about when you start it as a structure is you've got your phone, you've got no viewers. Don't just sit there and look at the screen and think and wait, like, well, okay, I'll wait for people to join, because one, you don't know who's watching it on the web rather than just on the app, and two, if anyone watches it in a replay, which you get a lot of viewers on replays, then all they do is see you sort of twiddling your thumbs for a couple of minutes while you're waiting for people to come on. So just press the red button, go. The structure should be that you do a bit of housekeeping, tell people what you want them to do to invite more people. Then you do your content from try and keep it sort of 3, 5 minutes, 7 minutes max. And then at the end, you tell people where they can go and connect with you and get more great content or more great stuff. Or if it's a particular one, so I did one this morning all about this training and told people exactly where to go to sign up for the free training. So there's a great way of doing it. Okay, so always lead your viewers to somewhere at the end to get more great content, because they'll want more from you, and it gives them a great way to connect with you. On YouTube, you can put it onto your Facebook page, you can share it out to people on an email, you can repurpose that video where you like. And just an example, I was at my VIP mentoring group, I think it was last Wednesday. Yes, it was. It's gone, it seems a long time since last Wednesday, but yes, it was last Wednesday. So we did a live sort of impromptu Periscope where we dropped the biscuits, and having a question with lovely Rachel, who should be on here. So hello, Rachel. And lovely Sarah House picked the biscuits up. Thank you for that. But we shot the Periscope. We didn't tell anyone. We've got, I think at the time, we've got about 20 live viewers, I think it was at the time. So you could say, well, we only got 20 viewers. It wasn't really worth it. But because I repurposed that video and did a lot of stuff that I teach you in the 15 minutes social media, and it only literally took me about 5 minutes to repurpose that, and the way that showed them in my VIP group about how to repurpose that video. What happened is that when I looked back in 24 hours time and looked at that video in terms of all the places where I repurposed it, that video ended up getting over 300, I think it was 313 if I remember, views just on that video. So that's why you save it. That's why the big tip is about saving it to gallery, so that you can repurpose it whenever you like. And actually, if you keep your content, it might be that you can 6 months time you can repurpose it out. You can use it. You can use Periscope to do. So if you want to do and I'll come back out to the screen when we come back onto that. If you wanted to do, I'm just going to take some water. So let's just say you're you wanted to do a daily tips kind of video, and putting that DVD together, all that thing is quite obviously at the moment time consuming. But if you think about, if you had 10 tips to lose weight, so let's do, say you're into weight loss industry in some way, 10 tips to lose a stone, So what you could do is, instead of doing all that 10 tips one, going to have to do a whole big production and stuff like that, is just do it as a 1 tip a day on your Periscope, and you save them to gallery. Then after 10 days, you've got all them videos saved to gallery, and you can just go into any free software like iMovie or whatever the Windows one is, and just place them all together, and you've got a whole big great product then of 10 tips, which then you can decide to sell, or you can give that away as a free hook. So it's really powerful to use Periscope as it, because where you normally wouldn't have the time to do a whole video like that and to do it 10 days on a trot, it's going to be easy to do it on Periscope, because you just pick up your phone and press record, do 1 tip, 3 minutes later you're done, and that's it. 10 days later you've got a whole big great product there in one go, which is awesome. And all the time each tip is actually generating you leads all the time, so it's great for marketing, great in that sense. So I'm going to go back to the, actually I'm going to try and put the Q&A thing on here. So you can answer, if you're watching this on the Google Hangout, you can put any questions in that question box on the side, and we'll answer them as we're going along. But by all means, connect with me and then ask any questions that you want. That'd be great. We'll go back to sort of things. So we're kind of got ahead of time, which is really cool, because I didn't want it to be a whole hour, because I know that's a long time at your night time. So if we go back to, wait for this to come up, and then we'll just go over the tips again, and then I'll talk to you about, so then what I'll do is I'll talk to you a minute about this training with the great content, how to deliver great content on social media in 15 minutes a day. But before we go on to that, so let's just go and just do a quick summary of each tip. So just number 1 was keep your content nice and short, maximum 7 minutes, but around 3 minutes, 4 minutes is great. And in that, if you think, oh, I can't come up with that sort of amount of time, but you're doing your call to action at the end, and you're also doing your housekeeping at the start. So that soon quite goes. So it's very easy to do a 3 minute, 4 minute daily Periscope, quite easy. But keep your content short, so it keeps people engaged. Make sure you have it set to save to gallery, so that we can use tip 7, which is the real power of Periscope. So make sure you set it to gallery, as we showed you on the settings. So you just go to your profile, go to settings, and then auto save broadcasters, make sure that's switched on, and it'll do it automatically every time you start one then. So number 3 was the title, and press the Twitter link. So remember the Twitter link, but just click on that little Twitter sign, that sends a tweet out to all your followers. What happens is as well, by using the hashtags in the title, the other people will pick that up, and it will get retweeted quite quickly, and that's why you get a lot of people joining actually after you've sort of kind of 30 seconds into your broadcast already, because other people will be retweeting it straight away because of your hashtags, and it's a great way to get new followers. But be really specific in your title so that it draws people to you. You don't want to be just have it blank or just hello, because it just won't entice anyone. Be really specific so that you encourage, so that you attract your ideal clients rather than just anyone and anyone. So number 4 is tell people what you want them to do so that you can get more viewers. So swipe left or right if you're on an iPhone, and invite and share the broadcast. That way it puts a tweet out on there. They don't have to do, that's all they have to do. They have to just, and if on an Android, swipe up. All they have to do is literally swipe up, do share broadcast. They can invite specific people. So if there's something really key and I think, oh, right, Steve might want to know about this, I can go right, invite, and I can go click on then Steve, and it'll invite him across. But if you just do share broadcast, it'll put a tweet out on my Twitter, and if it's and with their hashtags and their title, so then it'll get more retweets. So it's a brilliant way to get a lot more viewers. and just do that right at the start. Just tell people what you want them to do. Don't assume that they're automatically going to invite people. Just tell them, just, you know, and it's a good way to open up, saying, great, you know, hi, welcome. Like before we start, if you want to invite people, then do this and do that and press on this and press on that, and you'll get a lot more viewers that way. So number 5 is engage during your broadcast. As we said, don't just talk at your viewers, just really engage. You know, they're watching your show, you know, so just engage with people on there. People giving you hearts, say thank you. If people are you know, making comments, then comment back, you know, reply back to them comments, and then you can use, because you can use, you know, we talked about that, but with Steve's used it as a Q&A, you know, so you can do a Q&A on the things and people can ask you questions on that. You can have great conversations. And the other way about engaging, we did mention at the time, but the other tip about engaging with your viewers is when you finish the broadcast, it will give you some stats around, and it will show you who's giving you hearts, so you can see who's clicking on the heart to say that they like it. It also, what it does is their username is obviously their username from Twitter. So what you can do is you can use that, go onto their Twitter profile and just send them a tweet and saying thanks for watching my broadcast and thank you for the hearts. That, you know, that's a great way of engaging with people that have said they liked what you're saying. So go and engage with them during, but also as an extra tip, go and engage with them afterwards, and because they're your ideal clients. So number 6 was lead viewers to somewhere and give them more great content. Excuse me. So don't just leave them hanging dry and just say bye. You know, just tell them where you want them to go. Where can they go and connect with you? Where can they go and get more of your content? Just assume that everyone that's watched it loves you, loves what you're selling, what you're promoting. They want to know some more about you. How do they connect with you? How do they find out more about you? Just assume that and tell people every time, this is where to go. Go over to my Facebook page, connect with me on Facebook, look me up on there, go over to my Twitter and follow me on Twitter, and I'll follow you back, and you can give me some feedback on how it was. And you know, and then people follow you, and you recognize it's someone that was watching your broadcast. You can say thanks for watching the broadcast. You can really engage with people, but make sure if you lead them somewhere first, they won't go and do that automatically. So go and lead them, and particularly you can lead them where they're going to go and get more great content. You can lead people into lead hooks. So if you've got a video out there which has got some more content but a real strong call to action, then you can lead the people there to get more great content, and that's a great way to do it. And then number 7, we talked about in quite detail, is repurpose that video. That's the whole reason why you save it to Campbell automatically. So just quickly, so this thank you so far for watching. I hope you got a lot of value. So there's a lot of people that are giving you less and charging for this at the moment, so I'm really proud about giving this content and putting it out there. A lot of you that know me will know that I like to deliver a great content, but maybe actually something that I've been doing with a few of my clients, and particularly actually I do it myself, and those that you know me, that I give out a lot of great social media content, but I do it all in just 15 minutes a day, and I have quite a robust process now in how that does it. So if you're trying to fathom out social media and feel like you're spending too long with it, or you're not getting anything out of it, this course will show you, and it's a free hour and it's online. You don't have to go anywhere, it's all online. We'll show you how to deliver great content on social media and then be able to engage, makes people engage with you. It's not about getting viewers. Don't get hung up about getting how many likes I've got, how many viewers I've got, how many people love this, how many people love me here, how many people follow me. That's actually quite irrelevant. It's all about you know, if you go and try and get a load of following and then try and deliver content to that following, you're delivering the content to the wrong people. Whereas if you start doing great daily content on social media, what happens is you attract lower numbers following, but you attract all ideal clients, and you'll get a lot more sales through it. But it's important that you have trying to do social media and not doing it properly, and just loading up loads of tweets and an auto tweet thing and then just doing it doesn't work. So I'll show you how to deliver great content on social media in just 15 minutes a day, and and then how to engage with it. And that's what the course is all about. The usual price is £79, but through this training, the people that watch this or are going to watch the replay, then it's only one payment of £39. I'm going to give you a discount code in a minute and tell you where you can order that. Because if you go to the page, it will say it's £79. You need a discount code so that I know that you've come through this training and you can get it at that price, because that price won't be marketed around anywhere else. So this is pretty much the structure of the social media 15. So first of all, it's all online. It's about 3 hours of video content. It starts on Tuesday the 28th of July, but you have to sign up for it quite quickly, because we're only going to have 100 people that are allowed to do it. And once 100 people have signed up to it, we're going to stop it and not take any more orders, and it's going to for the meantime. And as well as for the £39, there's going to be live Q&A Google Hangout sessions. So with actual video ones, not where you're just an audience, where you're actually on there where you can ask questions and have them both be on video, and in small groups of 6 to 10 people at a time. And then you can ask questions on the back of it specifically for your business and how to implement the strategies. You'll get sent a resources document with all the links. So it's not about watching the video once or the online training. You'll get links for the online training. You can watch it as much as you want to get a hold of it. And then you'll also have a resources document, so you have all the links that you can go to afterwards. As I said, it's only for the first 100 people, and then we're going to close the doors on it for the meantime. Probably open up later in the year, but at the minute, just want 100 people to go through it. And the reason why I'm doing it at such a low price, it's probably worth a hell of a lot. Well, it is worth a hell of a lot more. I want 100 people to go through it, and either the £79 at the £79 price, and then actually later in the year, once we've got obviously going to have quite a bank of testimonials and stuff from that. So then the price is actually going to be quite a bit steeped up. It'll be around the £250 mark. So you really want to get in quickly on that one. And I say it's just one payment of £39 instead of the usual £79. So that's all the details of it. I'm not going to do a hard sell on it. As those who know me know, I don't hard sell it. That's the facts of it. It is incredible value. If I talk to some of my that work with me, that work with me, talk to them behind my back, that's fine, and they'll tell you about what great content it is. And the strategy is incredible, if I say so myself. And it really actually, because I've been using it on myself first since Periscope's come out, and using that as Periscope is a real part of this strategy, what's happened is my social media influence has really gone through the roof, and started to attract some sort of whole new bank of people into my funnel, which is really cool. So one of the people that have been on this, I'm going to email you over an invoice. If you want to pay it through your bank, I'm going to actually email over an invoice, which should be tomorrow, with the replay link, and you'll have an invoice that you can, if you want to pay it by bank transfer, which have the special price on it. If you want to go to the website, there's not any more details. There's going to be a video on there in the next couple of days about it, but at the moment it's just pretty much what you've just seen on the other slide. But that's the address for it. So it's affectingpeopleslives.com, and then /1515.html. News discount PT, Periscope training. Took me ages to come up with that discount code. So that's it really. It's as simple as that. I'm gonna come back to the screen now just to see if there is any questions. Probably be easy, I suppose, the chat box actually. If I put the chat box up, and if you've got any questions, if you're watching it on the Google Hangouts, what I will say is that actually this is the first time I've used Google Hangouts, and it's really easy to set up. It's actually free, so it's a lot cheaper than the webinars I've done in the past with the software. If it's something you feel that you want to use maybe with some of your clients, instead of doing a workshop where people come out to you and stuff, then by all means I'll be happy to have a chat with that. Just if you're not connected with me on Facebook, then go and connect with me. And that's it. So we finished nice and early. There's no questions coming up. I know if you look at Periscope and you think, oh my God, I don't know if I can do all that, then watch the replay again. Just do each step at a time. But you know what? It's people want to see you in the real world, if you like, and behind the scenes, just press the red button to start recording and just do it. It doesn't matter if it goes out to 2 people. I was really shocked when I first did it the first time. I thought it'd go out to maybe 1 or 2 people, and it was like, wow, 14 people have watched it. And I was like, wow, that's amazing. I haven't told anyone about it, you know, haven't put any emails out about it, haven't done anything. And then getting a few replays, then I started repurposing the video and a lot more viewers come in. Then I did my next one the second day. It's like, I remember, if Steve, you're still watching this, I think I sent Steve a message saying, yay, 32 live viewers, you know. And now over 50, you know, each time. It just, don't worry about no one not coming. Someone will come. And you know what, even if they don't, just do it. You've still got the video to repurpose. It's a hell of a lot easier than just doing the pod video. People don't worry about the quality of it. News, I would say just do it first of all. If you haven't done one yet, just do a scope, and just think of something. If you're worried about the content, just think of something that you would, even your networking pitch. So if you go out networking and you do your minute pitch, then do you know what? Just press the red button and do your networking pitch. You know, so welcome people, structure it, do all the tips about welcoming people. Tell, even if there's no one there, tell them about sharing it. Because that will look good if someone watches it on a replay. And then your pitch, you would do it a networking event, and that should be your first one. Just share, or just first one, just share what your vision is with the business. You know, just share what you want to achieve out of it. And very quickly, this hashtag AskScottC and the website AskScottC.com with the live show each week is really starting to, you know, very quickly take up. Get a bit of momentum and get a whole new bank of followers that I never had before, which is why I started doing online products. So it's great. So go and check out the course. It's going to be, I promise you, it's going to be awesome content. So I've done with my VIP group and the and with some of my one-to-one clients. But the if I click on it here, so the discount code, if I remember right, it was just PT. Yep. So just use the discount code PT. Go to that website, and you're going to have the whole clear strategy of how to do all your social media in 15 minutes. Get great content out there. You start attracting people on the back of your great content, and then people that you'll attract on the great content will be your ideal client. So it really will give your business a boost and make your life a hell of a lot easier, because I bet you're probably loads of people strapping around on social media at the moment, spending loads and loads of time, not really getting anywhere, then going, oh, I really don't get it. I don't know what to do on Twitter. I don't know what to do on this. I don't know what to do on that. Throughout this 3-hour training, you'll know exactly what to do in a very simple, easy way. So go and check that out. We have an invoice tomorrow with a replay, and then the invoice if you want to pay by back. But by all means, drop me an email. Just, you've got my website there, affectingpeopleslives.com. So just go scott@affectingpeopleslives.com. Drop me an email or reply to any of the emails I've sent with the reminders about here tonight. And drop a line and connect with me on Facebook if we're not already connected, or just send me a message. That's it. I'm going to wrap it up before 9 o'clock because I really do treasure your time, and thank you for watching, and I really appreciate it, rather than me just talking into the screen to myself, and hopefully see you soon. Thank you.